Chris left this comment for me and wanted me to do a Lions prediction for this next year. First thing I want to say, Chris, appreciate the comment. And I want to start off by saying this. As far as record predictions for teams, I'm not going to do any record predictions until we get closer to like the preseason, regular season. That's when I'll do my actual record predictions. But I will give my thoughts for the Lions on this upcoming year. We know the Lions last 2 years in a row won the NFC North, and I think they are going to win the NFC North again this year. However, I do not think it is going to be easy at all, because under Dan Campbell, I mean, you look at the growth of this Lions team. They have one of the best rosters in the NFL. The offensive line, one of the best in the NFL. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, some of the best pass catchers in the league. Jahmyr Gibbs, one of the best running backs in the league. And like I said, every year under Dan Campbell, they've improved. His first season, 3-13-1. Second season, 9-8. Then 12-5. Last year, 15-2. There's one big difference, though. They no longer have Ben Johnson as their offensive coordinator and no longer have Aaron Glenn as their defensive coordinator. Now, I mentioned Dan Campbell's first season. They were 3-13-1. Now, at that time, Aaron Glenn was their defensive coordinator, but they did not have Ben Johnson as their offensive coordinator. Now, granted, they don't have the roster that they have now, but I mention all that to say I've kind of seen a story like this before with my Titans. You had Mike Vrabel, leader of men for a football team. But when it came time for him to replace offensive coordinators, the roster was good enough for a while that it kind of masked things, and then the team kind of fell apart. So can Dan Campbell keep this team together and find the right pieces to fill that offensive coordinator position and defensive coordinator position? I know for this year, they have John Morton as their offensive coordinator and then Kelvin Shepherd taking over their defensive coordinator role. So again, I think the Lions, one of the best rosters in the NFL. I still think they win the NFC North, but I think it's going to be tough this year.